Shalom, once again. I'm going to title this lesson, Blessed is he that watcheth and keepeth his garments. Now I just want to give all praises, glory, and honor due unto Yahweh B'Hashem Yoshai B'Hashem Rakah HaKodash, and double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone that rule well and that do teach well, that taught me this truth to you. I say shalom, shalom to the hopeful elect. Kwam Yashala and Abad Babal. That's right, and this place is going to fall, man. It's going to burn. In order for you to not get caught up in all this madness, man, you better keep your garments, man, and not be naked. You got to have the covering of this truth. And that's what I want to go into today. And that comes from Revelation 16 and 15, right? To not be naked, man, you need the covering of this truth to cover you from destruction and the troubles that are going to come upon this earth, man. In these last days. And a lot of people, man, they're going to be caught up out there. A lot of people, you ain't going to have the garment. A lot of you people are going to be in trouble for having Egypt or using Egypt as a covering. And a lot of you people don't believe in anything. And that's what's, that's not good. You're going to get caught up in destruction, especially our people, man. A lot of our people, 2/3, are going to die because they don't have a garment, they're naked, and they don't give a shit. They don't believe in anything. So, let me just get Revelation. Let me read it. Revelation 16 and 15. Behold, I come as a thief. Blessed is he that watcheth and keepeth his garments, lest he walk naked and they see his shame. You don't want to be naked out here, right? And you don't want to wear the wrong garment or or have the wrong covering. You don't want that, man. You got to have a certain garment on. It reminds me of Matthew, the 22nd chapter, making sure you have on the right wedding garment. Now, it says, behold, I come as a thief. That's important because that's how the Lord is going to come back. The day of the Lord is going to be a thief in the night. Briefly paraphrasing, right? That's going into, let's get it. I'll just read it anyway. It says, 1 Thessalonians 5 and 2, for yourselves know perfectly that the day of the Lord so cometh as a thief in the night. That's right. So that's what it means when it says, behold, I come as a thief. And that just simply means, man, the Lord is going to come when you least expect. He's going to come when everything is peaceful, when you think everything is good, right? Everything is going according to the plan, to your liking, right? So it says, for yourselves know perfectly that the day of the Lord so cometh as a thief in the night. And nobody knows the day of the Lord, right? Nobody knows when the thief is going to come, right? Usually the thief, he comes at nighttime when you're at ease, when it's dark, when you can't see, when your senses are dampened, right? That's serious. All right, now let me get a precept, honorable mention. Matthew chapter 24, verse 36. But of the day and hour knoweth no man, no, not the angels of heaven, but my Father only. So, hey, the Heavenly Father, he knows the date and time of judgment, right? Only he knows that time. Only he knows that time. Not Yahweh Shai, not even the angels, and no man, right? So, hey, if that's the case, what should you be doing? You should be involved in all holy conversation, all manner of holy conversation. That's what you should be involved in, especially if you don't know when judgment is coming. You should be on your toes. Let me get a precept. Holy conversation. That's in Peter's book of Peter. Alright, so 2 Peter chapter 3 verse 11, seeing then that all these things shall be dissolved, what manner of persons ought ye to be in all holy conversation and godliness? Yeah, holy conversation, man. Being involved in this truth. If you know that the end is coming, if you know that thermonuclear destruction is coming, if you know the Lord is going to crack them skies and he's going to destroy this place, Right? If you know Jacob trouble is coming, what should you be doing? What should you be doing? You should be getting in the good graces of Yahweh Bashim Yoshai. And a lot of our people are not doing that. Right? And getting in the good graces is putting on the garment, which is the truth. Being involved in the truth. Doing what you gotta do. Right? To get salvation. Alright, so yeah. Now it says, verse 3, for when they shall say peace and safety, then sudden destruction cometh upon them. Yeah, that's right. Oh, I just made $1 million. Oh, I just became a multi-millionaire. I'm good. I got my nest egg now. I got my house. I raised my kids, right? Put away some savings, give them an inheritance. But that's all going to be taken away, man, real quick. Also, this reminds me of Job, the 20th chapter. Because these elites, man, right, the big fish of this society, of this world, they have plans, right? What are their plans? Is really to set up their new world order. And, they're going to do it. They're going to set it up. They're gonna bring forth the MOTB and make it mandatory and chip you dumb people. But guess what? After they do that, then boom, that's when the Lord is gonna rain destruction upon their heads. Right? So even these devils, man, they're gonna get caught off guard in the day of the Lord, man. And that trickles on down to you everyday regular people, man. The average Joe six-pack walking about not having a clue to what's going on. Hey man, just remember what happened in September 11th. 9/11, right? It was a nice day. Everybody was going to work, business as usual, and boom, that plane crashed in those towers, and the Twin Towers came tumbling down, man, in fire and in flames. Right? You people didn't expect that. Yeah. You thought it was going to be another day, you were going to get your paycheck, and then you were going to continue on in your wickedness. But that was a shocker. So what more the day of the Lord? As travail upon a woman with child, and they shall not escape. And that's going to be terrible pains you're going to go through, man. A woman with child going into labor. It's terrible, man. Oh, that's terrible, man. Just, you can go on YouTube and search up videos, women giving birth or women going into labor. That's terrible. Their hair is all messy. They're shitting and pissing on themselves, yelling and screaming. And nothing can take away that pain, man. Nothing. It's terrible, man. That's going to be you people in that day. And they shall not escape. And nobody's going to escape. Nobody's going to escape. The only people that are going to escape are the elect, the 1/3. The ones who have that garment. But you 2/3 and you everyday people that are wicked, you're not going to escape. You're going to be caught up in this destruction. And good. Let me get another honorable mention. This is Proverbs chapter 22, verse 3. A prudent man foreseeth the evil and hideth himself, but the simple pass on and are punished. That's right. So if you're a prudent man and foreseeth the evil, what are you doing? It means you're involved in the truth. Right? You're studying to show thyself approved. You're not being a parrot and a monkey. You're actually going into the scriptures and you're wrestling with the angel to get a blessing, just like our forefather did, Jacob, which later got the name changed to Yasha'Allah. He is the Prince of the Power. Right? There's no excuse. You have all the examples. You have Jacob, you have Abraham, you have Yahushai. They were all prudent, man. They foreseen the evil. Right? They were all involved in the truth. They knew what they had to do to get that blessing. They knew what they had to do to move forward. So, us brothers that are in the truth, we have no excuse. So it says, a prudent man foreseeth the evil, and we do see the evil, man. When you go into the prophecies, you read the scriptures, judgment is coming. Bad times are coming, and we know that the Lord, he can give you good and he can give you evil. So there's no excuse. And hideth himself, that's right. And how do you hide yourself? You hide yourself in the word, the truth, and in the name of Yahweh Bashim Yoshai. But the simple pass on and are punished. And a lot of you simple pimples out here, man, you're going to be punished, man. You're going to be punished for your simplicity. Right? What does the scripture say about simplicity? Right? Yeah. Proverbs chapter 1 verse 22. How long, you simple ones, will you love simplicity? You know, that's a good question. Simplicity. Simpsons. The Simpsons. People are simple, man. Okay? Or simplicity. Let's just Google it. Simplicity. Meaning. Alright, I'm typing with one hand. The quality or condition of being easy to understand or do. What is simplicity behavior? Okay. The cons. Let's see here. Nah, man, that's not what I wanted, man. I just wanted simplicity. It's not a good thing. It's not good to be simple, man. I don't know. It's not coming to me. Maybe I'll just go into the precept. Let's go into the word here. My bad. Yeah, there you go. I should just looked it up in the blue letter. My fault. So yeah, foolish, simple, right? Pretty much foolish, naive, yeah, open-minded. That's what it's going into, right? Pathia, I think that's pathia, patha, right? So simple, foolish, open-minded. And that's a lot of you people out here. You're foolish, simple, and you're open-minded, man. Being open-minded isn't good. Oh, I'm open-minded. I'll do anything. That's these women too. These women are like that. I'm open-minded. I'm open-minded. And where does that get you, man? That gets you in jail. That gets you dead. That gets you STDs. That gets you AIDS. Makes you lose your life. It shortens your lifespan. Right? So being simple is not good. Being naive is not good. Right? So it says, and the scorners delight in their scorning, and the fools hate knowledge. That's right. So fools hate knowledge, and a fool doesn't like to study. They don't like to foresee the evil. They don't like to check things out. And a person like that is the one that doesn't have a garment on. They're naked. Okay, they're naked out here. Let me get a precept. Hosea 4 and 6. Hosea chapter 4 verse 6. My people are destroyed for lack of knowledge, because thou hast rejected knowledge. I will also reject thee, that thou shalt be no priest to me, seeing thou hast forgotten the law of thy power. I will also forget thy children. That's right. And you know you're destroyed for a lack of knowledge because you're simple too. You're wicked and you're simple, man. Naive, dumb, it's ignorant. Okay, and that's why the Lord rejected your ass. And He doesn't want you as a priest. Right? You forgot the law of Him. You forgot His law, so now He's going to forget you. Let's go to this. Folly is set in great dignity. Let's get that one. This is Ecclesiastes chapter 10 verse 6. Folly is set in great dignity, and the rich sit in a low place. Boom. And we are the rich that's sitting in a low place. Right? But yeah, folly is set in great dignity in this society. That's why you have all these damn shows, man. These infomercials, these TV shows, these game shows, Family Feud, right? What's that one with Steve Harvey? Stupid ass show. We got Wheel of Fortune. We got Family Guy. All these stupid shows, man. Trailer Park Boys. You know, that's something over here in Canada. That started over here in Canada. The Showcase. The TV station. What else you got? You got Who Wants to Be a Millionaire? You people are stupid, man. It's simple, right? It's stupid, man. McDonald's, fast food all day, eating fried foods and shit. So folly is setting great dignity in this place. Stupidity, man. Okay? And that's a part of you being simple. Right? So anyway, I exhausted that. Now let's go into precept. Blessed is he that watcheth. Okay, which we got into that. We got the precepts, being prudent. Also, studying to show thyself approved. And keepeth his garments, lest he walk naked, and they see his shame. And it reminds me of Genesis chapter 3 and 7, going into Adam and Eve and what happened to them while they were in the garden. And I'll read it. So it says, and the eyes of them both were open, and they knew that they were naked. And they sewed fig leaves together and made themselves aprons. And they heard the voice of the Lord power, or Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yoshai power, walking in the garden in the cool of the day. And Adam and his wife hid themselves from the presence of the Lord power amongst the trees of the garden. Yeah, So, Adam and Eve, they knew they were naked. And they took the fig leaves to dress themselves. And, they pretty much took on the identity / image of the other nations by sewing the fig leaves together. That's what that represents. And it showed that they were trying to assimilate themselves with the other nations, but guess what? They did not fit in. And they stood out among the nations in the garden. And that's you Israelites today, man. That's what you're trying to do. Right? You were naked. You didn't have the right garment on. you put on Egypt for a covering, pursuing to Isaiah the 30th chapter, man. Right? You walk in the ways of Egypt, right? You're not really covered from anything. You're naked out here, man. Putting on the wrong philosophies or going into the philosophies of the other nations and just going off, man. All right? So you don't have the right garment on. You're pretty much naked out here. So let's go into Isaiah chapter 30 verse 1. Woe to rebellious children, saith the Lord Yahweh, that take counsel but not of me, and that cover with a covering but not of my spirit, that they may add sin to sin. That's right. And part of not covering yourself is not being in this truth and following the law, statutes and commandments, and doing what the Lord told you to do. Right? The scripture says obedience is better than sacrifice, and our people, they're not obeying the Lord, man, and that's why they're not covered. That they may add sin to sin. That's right, you err, because the scripture says the wages of sin is death, and that's what happens when you don't cover with the Lord's Spirit, where you don't follow the law, statutes, and commandments, and you don't accept the truth. You just add sin unto sin, man. That walk to go down into Egypt, and have not asked at my mouth to strengthen themselves in the strength of Pharaoh, and to trust in the shadow of Egypt. Therefore shall the strength of Pharaoh be your shame, and the trust in the shadow of Egypt be your confusion. That's right. And you people trust in the so-called white man. You trust in Egypt. You trust in his ways. You trust in the philosophies of the nations. Right? And that's going to be your shame, man. Because guess what? Egypt, America, Babylon, it's going to be destroyed. Right? And it can't protect you in the day of the Lord. Right? Can't protect you. What Egypt has to offer you, it won't protect you in the day of the Lord, in the day of destruction. So what good is it? Now let's get this. This is that's not the one I want. I'll get that one after. This is Matthew chapter 22, verse. The point will be made in 11, but I'm gonna start at. Let's start at verse 10. Matthew chapter 22 and 10. So those servants went out into the highways and gathered together all as many as they found, both bad and good. And the wedding was furnished with guests. And when the king came in to see the guests, he saw there a man which had not on a wedding garment. And he saith unto him, Friend, how camest thou in hither, not having a wedding garment? and he was speechless. That's right. You come into the wedding and in the wrong apparel, man. Like, there's a dress code to this thing. That garment is the truth, man. There's a dress code for salvation, right? There's a dress code, putting on this eternal truth. A lot of our people don't understand there's a dress code to the wedding. In order for you to be saved, you got to look the part, which means you got to put on this truth, right? So think about it, man. If you're going to a wedding, obviously you're not gonna dress up in shorts and a tank top with some sneakers on and a chain, right? You're gonna wear probably a nice suit, right? And a nice dress shirt, nice pants, nice dress shoes, right? Obviously the bride, she's gonna be in order. She's gonna wear a dress, right? The bride, the wedding dress. The groom, right? Who's gonna marry the bride? He's gonna dress in a nice suit, right? A nice dress suit or whatever, right? So yeah, man, come on, have some fucking class, man. And that's the problem with our people, man. They don't want to wear the truth. They don't want to follow the ways of the Lord. And it shows a lot of our people are tacky and they don't have class, man. Right? Don't have no damn class and no shame too. So, and when the king came to see the guests, he saw there a man which had not on a wedding garment. And he saith unto him, Friend, how comest thou in hither, not having a wedding garment? And he was speechless. Then said the king to the servants, Bind him hand and foot, and take him away, and cast him into outer darkness. There shall be weeping and gnashing of teeth, for many are called, but few are chosen. And not everybody's going to make it, man. If you don't come with the garment on, and you don't want to serve Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua, you're going to get caught up out there in the times of trouble and judgment, right? Because the Lord, he sees what you're wearing. He sees your heart. He sees what you're doing. You can trick man and fake it like you have the garment on. You can pretend to know all the breakdown, all the scriptures. You can come out and be speaking, right? You can trick man, and they might follow you and they might like you. Hey, man, but the Lord sees that you're not wearing the truth right. You don't have the garment on. And guess what? You're going to get caught up out there, man. So it says, for many are called, but few are chosen. Many people are called, but that doesn't necessarily mean they're chosen for salvation. A lot of people are going to know the name of the Lord, but they're not going to make it. A lot of people are going to know the truth. They're going to know the name of the Lord. They're going to know what to do, right? But are they going to actually serve the Lord with all their heart? Because that's who the Lord wants, right? So anyways, let me get another one. This is Matthew chapter 25 verse 32. And before him shall be gathered all nations, and he shall separate them one from another, as a shepherd divideth his sheep from the goats. And he shall set the sheep on his right hand, but the goats on his left. That's right. And the Lord, he's going to make a separation in that day. The ones that have the garment and the ones that don't have the garment. The Lord is gonna be the one dealing with his sheep, and he ain't gonna deal with the goats, man. Okay, he ain't gonna deal with the goats. So yeah, he's gonna separate. He's gonna do a sifting. Right, he's gonna sift the nation of Israel, and he's gonna divide his people. All right. 2/3 ain't gonna make it, but the 1/3 they shall be saved. All right. So what do you want to be? Do you want to be a sheep or do you want to be a goat? You want to be a sheep. You want to be an unblemished lamb. You don't want to be a goat, man. Okay, and you can go online and check. This is kind of going to something different, but you can check out the nature of a sheep and a goat, especially when they're going to be slaughtered. The sheep is all calm and humble, but the goat is screaming and hollowing, right? So anyway, that's just some facts. You want to be a sheep. You don't want to be a goat, man. So anyways, with that, I just want to give all praises, glory, and honor due unto Yahweh B'Hashem Yahushai B'Hashem Rakah HaKodash. And double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone that rule well and that do teach well, that have taught me this truth. To you I say shalom, and shalom to the hopeful elect. Kwam Yasha Allah and Abad Babal.